welcome back to Rebel Pilates. Today we're going to be working on hamstrings, strengthening and lengthening, and we're going to be working on stretching the lower back and mobilising the spine as well. You will need a towel or a yoga strap or a stretchy band, whatever you're going to use to do a long leg hamstring stretch a little bit later. To start off with though, we're going to get warm. You need to lie down on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. A few deep breaths in and out. Now as you breathe in, I want you to move the rib cage up and out to the side. And as you breathe out, I want you to close the rib cage in and down. Now as we go through these breaths, I want you to come into a little bit, don't jam your back on, but a little bit of extension as you breathe in. The lower back raises away from the mat a touch. And then as you breathe out, I want you to tuck your tailbone and imprint the lower back down into the mat. So much so that you get a little engagement through the abs and your tailbone will just lift a centimetre away from the mat. Do that a few more times. Breathe in. Rib cage lifts, you get a little rock of the pelvis forwards. Breathe out. Lower back imprints, tailbone tucks a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. And we're coming into glute bridges. I want you to take your time to get there. I want you to tuck your tailbone and lift like 1 inch away from the floor and then come back down. Breathe out, rock the pelvis, tuck the tailbone, lift up 2 inches and then come back down. And just get used to knowing where your tailbone is. We'll need to be able to rotate the sit bones backwards a little bit later on in the session. So this is just tuning into that side of the body. Just becoming aware of how the pelvis tilts as we move and the relationship between flexion of the lower back, which is when you lift up and tuck, and extension, which is when you rock the pelvis forwards. Start to come up a little bit higher and down, and a little bit higher and down, until we are eventually up into a full lift, knees in line with each other, hips level, abs squeezed on, hands down by your sides, pressing through the heels and the outside of the heels of the feet to raise both hips up and then lower a few inches, then raise a few inches and lower a few inches. If this is too much, do it at a much lower place. But if you can come up a little bit higher without popping into that extension, keeping that tuck of the tailbone and that engagement with the lower stomach muscles, stay at the top. We're trying to warm the back of the legs, the hamstrings up as much as we can before we start to mobilise and stretch. Got 15 seconds left here. We're just going to pulse, squeezing the glutes onto raise, releasing to lower. You might get a little hip flexor stretch. You should get a lot of work down the back of the legs. Tune into that bit. For 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly lower back down to the bottom. You're going to lengthen your left leg out in front of you, grab hold of the right leg, hug the right knee in towards you, take a deep breath in. Swap. Take a deep breath in. And swap. Deep breath in. And swap. Deep breath in. And swap. Progression, you can keep going with the bent legs or you can start to go straight leg. Breathe in. And swap. Breathe in. And swap. My hamstrings are really tight today, this is going to help. When your hamstrings are tight or feel really tight, you can overstretch. So when we start to stretch later, stay around about 7 out of 10, not 9 out of 10. Curl up and away from the mat, and let's start to warm the core up a little bit. We'll go 2 squeezes in, and swap. 2 squeezes in, and swap. 2 squeezes in, and swap. Good. Can you curl up a little bit higher? Can you engage your lower abdominals in and down a little bit more? Got 5, 4, seated position. Lengthen your right leg out in front of you and just test your range. How far can you tilt forwards? And what starts to hold you up? Is it your lower back? Is it your hamstring? Can you get to your foot? Can you get past the foot? Can you get to your calf, your ankle? Just test at the start and we'll retest this a little bit later. Good. And then left hand comes up and over. So your left shoulder is now stacked on top of the right shoulder. You're not necessarily trying to touch your foot. You're trying to get this rotation, this stretch down from the lower left side of your back. Alright, good. Now coming back to our glute bridges, we're going to unevenly load up this right hand side now, so the right hand side is going to work really hard. We're to roll the front of your pelvis towards you. Lift your tailbone up and come to the top position. Good. Now from there, your left knee lifts up and away from the floor. If that's too much, just lift the heel. But if you can float the leg up to tabletop position, great. If you can straighten your left leg straight up and above the left hip, great. Bend and touch down. If you need to lower down and reset, come back up to the top. If we can just hold this top position and just come tabletop to floor, a long leg extension to floor, let's do that. So we're doing an isometric hold for the right hamstring for as long as you can, or for about 20 more seconds. It's going to get nice and hot, nice and fiery. Last 10 seconds, can you raise the leg up and hold? If you need to touch it down, that's fine. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, both feet down, curl down, relax. Find that towel or yoga band or whatever you're going to use. It's going to go around your right foot. Again, stretching about 7 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10, especially if you're not used to stretching. And just hold it. You don't have to be straight through the leg, but if you can get there comfortably, get there. Get to wherever you can. And we're just trying to feel the stretch down the back of this leg. Some of you might feel it all the way up to your calf. Some of you will feel the kind of attachments behind the knee, the ligaments. We're going to look for those ligament stretches to start off with. So I want you to hold the hold whatever you hold in the towel, the band, in your left hand, and then bring that across you. Good, and you'll start to feel the stretch open up down the side of the leg now. Now in this stretch, we're not just trying to stretch the leg to the left hand side, we're also trying to open the hip, the right hip back and down to the floor as well. If you're brave, you can start to play about and rotate about the heel. The stretch gets a little bit electric-y down there. This is where all the sciatic nerve feeds through, attaches on the outside of the calf. So again, be gentle with the stretches, not too aggressive. Lovely, come back to centre. Bend the knee. Grab hold of whatever you're holding with both of your hands. And just start to oscillate the foot backwards and forwards. Nice, slow, controlled breathing. When we go backwards in this position with the knee more bent, you're going to feel the stretch more into the centre of the leg, which is more of a muscle stretch, which is a stretch that a lot of us don't do that much of. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Great. Get rid of the towel. Come into full punch kneeling and cat. Cow stretch. Stretching the back. Moving the spine. you to come off to the right hand side of the mat and feel the stretch down the left hand side of your back. Then swap sides. You don't have to be in a perfect cat-cow stretch. You can move to the side, you can move left and right, up and down. Find out wherever stretches your back the best. Will all be a little bit different. Come back to centre, downward dog. Now we're focusing on this right hand side that a little bit more here. So your left foot's going to do less. You're going to bend your left knee. Right heel comes down onto the floor. Try to rotate the tailbone up to the ceiling still. So this is that sit bone rotating up and backwards, that little bit extra. Open up and stretch on the right hand side. And again, just keep moving, looking for stretches. 3 more deep breaths here. 2 more. Last one. Left foot grounds, right leg steps through. Anywhere in between your hands. And then your back foot is going to turn not at that parallel line, but at about a 45-degree line. Square your hips off with the front of the mat. Straighten your right leg. And from here you're going to tilt forwards. You'll feel a real strong stretch down the back of the hamstring here. You won't feel it if you went into that flexion. So I want your sit bones rotating to the back of the room. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tilt back up to the top. Breathe in. Tilt. Breathe out. Tilt back up. Breathe in, tilt down. If your tilt gets to there and you feel a good stretch, get to there. You don't have to get to parallel with the floor. Doesn't really matter which way you breathe in. Breathe with the movement. It can be a little bit stronger if you send your hands forwards. That's going to increase the levers. It's going to increase the instability, making the hamstring work harder. Last time, tilt forward. Hold. Good. Rotate the tailbone backwards. Engage your quad. Engage the glutes. You'll feel the work down the back of the leg there. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Step your back foot forwards and shake it out a little bit. Okay, quite a difficult balance coming up now. You're going either, I'll give you 2 options. You're going either to this warrior 3 pose, which we've done a few times, or if you're feeling a little bit braver, we can come into a half moon, which is going to be straight. Right leg. Right hand on the floor, about a foot and a bit in front of your right foot. Left hand on the floor as well. Back leg hovers a little bit. That'll do. Stay there. Or you can lift that left hip a little bit higher. You can start to hover your left hand away from the floor. Oh, it's really wobbly, this one. Let's start again. The left hand can lift that little bit higher. And just hang out there. I haven't practiced this one for a while. It's a big hamstring stretch. Loads of work through the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Both feet down. Nice, well done, that's really hard. Come to the front of your mat. Breathe in. Lift your hands up. Breathe out. Fold. Forwards. Curve the back, come down. Bend your knees a little bit more. Step 1 foot at a time back into a press-up position. Hold. Plank. High plank. Engage the abs. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Retract your head. Keep your arms long. The crease of your elbow rotated forwards. Don't panic if you're shaking. It's a good sign if you are. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees down. Child's pose. Alright, good. That's one side done. We're going to come back to this position, left foot touching the inside of the right leg, and we're just going to retest and see if we're any looser through that stretch. Don't force it. You should be a little bit longer down through the hamstrings now. Good, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, lovely. Lie down on your back, fingertips to temples, elbows wide, curl up as you breathe out. Breathe in, curl down. Breathe out, curl up. Engaging the lower abdominals in and down, relaxing the neck, feeling that work around the rib cage and through the lower stomach muscles. Can you do this in tabletop position? Breathe in, curl down. Can you curl up and extend your legs forwards? Can you use the length of your hamstrings to make the exercise harder? Breathe in, curl down, legs down. Breathe out, curl up. Breathe in, curl down. So do whatever version works for you. If that's the extension of the extension. If you're doing that double leg extension, make sure that the lower back isn't popping up and away from the mat. Don't pop the lower back up as you lower your legs. We've got 5 more. 4, engage with lower abdominals. 3, 2, last one, curl up and hold. If you can extend your legs away, hold. If you can do a small flutter kick, do it. If you can do a long flutter kick, do it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, well done. Wrap your arms around your legs, hug your knees into your chest. Have a little rock from side to side. Put your feet down, wider than the mat. Drop both knees over to one side. Take a deep breath in. Drop both knees over to the other side. Breathe out as you transition. Breathe in as you center. Good. Rock. Forwards, backwards, backwards, forwards. Comes there. Seated. Right leg on the inside of the left thigh. Left leg extended out in front of you. Fold. Forwards. And stretch. Where can you get to? You're probably a little bit warmer now. We've worked the hamstrings a little bit extra. Let's see where we can get to. And then, let's see what we can beat it. Come down. Abs on. Rotate the front of your pelvis towards you. Lift up into glute bridge. This side, either the right heel comes away from the floor, or the right knee hovers up to tabletop, or the right foot and leg extend. Good. Touch it down, bring it back up. Touch it down, bring it back up. Reset as often as you need to. Take breaks, take stretches. Or if you can hold all the way through this isometric contraction across the left leg and the left hamstring, it's going to start to warm up and heat up. You'll have a strong side, you'll have a weaker side. It's probably, if you're right-handed, is your weaker side, so don't panic if you need to stretch more, but work harder on this side. 20 seconds. Last 10. Can you extend and hold? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Come down. Both feet down. Find your towel or your band. Left foot goes into it. straight as you can with your leg hamstring stretch. Just breathe and relax. If you've done a lot of stretching, a lot of hamstring stretching, like this stretch will be quite comfortable for you, you'll be able to go a little bit further. You'll also be able to work on not just the stretch up with your heel to the ceiling, but the stretch down with your sit bone rotating down towards the mat. I know it looks like I'm not moving, but I'm making like a millimetre adjustment. Sit bone down towards the mat, and you feel the stretch open up down towards the area around the sit bone, right at the top of the hamstring. Grab hold of whatever you're stretching with your right hand. Bring it across. Keep the left hip grounded and have a little play with that rotation through the toes. So your heel comes up, rotates up, your toes rotate down, and then back. Easing in and out of that more nervy sort of stretch. Back to centre. Bend the left leg. Grab hold of the band with both hands and start to lengthen and oscillate forwards and backwards. So dynamic mobilisation of a hamstring here. Seeing what range you can send the muscle through. 3 more. 2 more. Last time, lengthen backwards, hold. Just at about 7 out of 10, don't go backwards too far. A little bit of shaking, it's totally normal in this position. For 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Come to 4-point kneel. Cat cow. And just like we did before, turn both hands over to one side. Release down that side of your back. Turn both hands over to the other side. Release down that side of your back. Come back to centre. Come to downward dog. Right leg is more relaxed. Left leg is looking for those extra stretches. So when you're as straight as you can for your left leg, your heel as far down towards the floor as you can get. Your tailbone as much up to the ceiling as you can do. About 10 seconds here. Right foot gets a firm hold. Left foot's going to step through your hands. Right foot is going to spin to about 45 degrees. And then we're up into this little hamstring stretch position. Hips level with the front of the mat. Your body wants to rotate the right hip backwards here. I want to square them off. Back straight, tilt forwards. Rotate the sit bone backwards. Find that hamstring stretch. Come back up. I like to breathe in as I lower down. Breathe out as you come back up. Keep those hips level. Breathe in, lower down. Breathe out, come back up. Can you lengthen the arms, breathing down. Breathe out, come back up. Breathing down. Breathe out, come back up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, tilt, forwards and hold. Make sure those hips are level, your abs are engaged, your shoulder blades are engaged. Maybe hands lengthen for 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done, bend your front knee. Step forwards. Shake it out. Again, we have that warrior 3 option. Straight leg and a hinge forwards. That's definitely still good work for the hamstrings, so you can do that one. Or the harder option today is left hand about a foot and a little bit more in front of your left foot. Right hand a little bit wider. Left leg straight, back leg lifts, hips stack on top of each other, right hand lifts. If you can, it's really shaky, really difficult. Find a point on the floor to start, or it gets really difficult and I'll fall over when I try this. When you look up towards your top hand, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, well done. Both feet down, shake the legs off, breathe in, lift the hands up, breathe out, fold, forwards and down. That's going to feel a little bit longer now, that stretch. Let's hang out there, it should feel quite nice. Bend your knees a little bit extra, step back, 1 foot at a time to plank and hold. Engage the core, retract the head, shoulders away from your ears. Grab those newspapers underneath your armpits, squeeze the arms in towards the centre line more. Don't panic when they start to shake. Engage your abs a little bit more. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, knees down, child's pose. And just, again, retest this stretch position. Is it any looser? Is it any longer? Just feel what it likes when you feel what it feels like when you come over to the side. You'll feel an extra opening down through the lower back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Come back to centre. Last exercise, we're coming into a V-sit. Your job for the V-sit is to try and see if you can use your hamstring length to come into this position. A lot of you will be able to keep your legs really low. You've got to get your legs, your feet a little bit higher than your knees if you try to get to the full V-sit. So we've just lengthened this back of the body, we've lengthened down the back of the legs. Let's see if we can get there. Straight back, head back, shoulders down, arms out in front of you, tilt backwards a little bit. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Can you hold that position? If you can, great. Can you lift one knee away from the floor? If you can, great, do that. Can you lengthen that leg out? That's hard. Bring it back to bend, touch it back down. Lift the other leg up, lengthen, bend, and down. Last 10 seconds, can you lift both knees up? That'll be shaky, hold it there. Or can you lengthen the legs for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Come back to seated. Fold forward. Take a deep breath in and out. And out. Last time, breathe in. Give yourself a clap. Keep moving. Stay strong.